Hey there folks, RiniMT here, and welcome back to the Game of Fortune. Thank you Vicarious PR for the code. Last part, we were still doing Belle's bidding, and we had to chase up a rock climbing wall, and now it's down to just us, Devon, and Laura. We're in this prison, and there's chairs, and Belle's about to be really cruel, I'm pretty sure. Because she's talking about the voices that have been guiding us. Yeah. Well, why don't you say hello to your helpful guardians? Belle snapped her fingers and we were blinded by another flash of light. Can you quit with the flashing lights for once? Makes it hard to focus and see things right. Once my eyes adjusted to the light, I saw figures restrained in the chairs now. What? I can't believe it. Clyde? Lilith! That's right! Those funny little faces in your head put you into horror were none other than these two! Isn't that romantic? Imagine a dead leading you on to victory. Oh, it's such a moving story! She's alive. Thank heaven she's alive. Clyde, is that really you? Hey, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they responding back? Don't tell me they're... Oh, don't be silly, they're not dead! Just give me a moment. Coming back from the dead is quite an ordeal, you know. Ugh. Lilith, can you hear me? Stop shouting so much. Where the hell am I? Lilith! Laura's face flowed with tears as she leaned against the bars of the cell. How that you were gone. Gone forever. I was so scared that I had lost you. Hey, don't get all teary-eyed. I'm here. Wherever here is. What the hell is going on here? Clyde, is that really you? Clyde seemed dazed, looking around confused until his eyes landed on mine. Devon? Yes, it's me, Clyde. You survived then. I knew it. I knew you could make it. Wait, is this the afterlife? Are you actually dead or dead too or something? What? No, I'm not dead. I'm in the final game. Final? Pause as he tried to stand up, only to be pulled back to his seat. What's with these restraints? Yeah, would it kill you? Give us something more comfortable than these hard-ass seats? Well, why do they seem so out of it? They seem confused more than anything. Of course they're confused! From their point of view, they just died and now they're plopped in some weird chair in a jail cell. You mean they only remember what happened right up until their deaths? Of course! What else are they supposed to remember? They said that they were guiding us. They were aware of what was happening through all the games we've been in, haven't they? A consciousness and memories between the dead and living are fickle fake. Nobody's to say that they simply don't remember helping you along. That's so. Alright, so then why did you bring them over here? I doubt that you wanted to just give us a heartwarming reunion. Always quick to catch on, Devon. I brought them back to serve one final purpose. Devon, Laura, I order you to kill your partners. No. But I just saw her again. Thought that she was gone and now you're asking me to kill her again. Again. You're making me go through all this again. Hey, what are you talking about? You don't have to listen to her, right? What an annoyance. Not more than a minute and you're already trying to get me killed again. Don't be so dramatic. You've all killed and you've all died. What's the matter if you do it one more time, right? Should be so easy at this point. I mean, you're used to it by now, yeah? Never been easy. You think that I enjoy any of this? A little? No! I don't enjoy it at all. I've had to get through these damn games time and time again just to survive. What the hell do I do at the end of this? Act like it's normal? It was hard enough the first time, and you'd have us go through this trauma again? Are you trying to etch this horror into our minds permanently? Will we never forget the terror of this place? You all are getting terribly philosophical when you only be thinking about how you should kill your partners. If you won't give up because the burn is too great, then that's your choice. Just know that your opponent will win, and that will be the end of things. Piece of blah blah blah. Heard it all before, Devon. Anyway, here, let me give you something to make your job a little easier. I reach behind her back and toss 2 guns to Laura and me. There you go. Again, makes everything easier, don't you think? Never handled a gun before. You can't expect me to use this thing properly. Oh, that's rich. What the heck are you laughing about? Nothing to worry your little head over. Simple, just point and pull the trigger. Try and aim somewhere lethal, otherwise poor Clyde might end up bleeding out for a while. Or worse, you miss somewhere vital and you have to shoot him again. Oh, that would be tragic, wouldn't it? Don't I get a say in all this? Of course you do, Clyde. You get all the say in the world. That's why I didn't gag you. In the end, it'll be Devin's decision on whether to kill you or not. Same goes for you, Lilith. I figured. Well, you have your orders. Get to it. Bill stepped aside and simply pointed towards the captives in the cells. Of course this is how she'd end it. Laura held the gun firmly in her hand before looking towards Lilith. This is the final game, isn't it? That means that you'll win if you manage to kill me. Laura weakly nodded her head. Well then, you know what you have to do. Just think about logically, Laura. If you kill me and win, you can just wish me back to life or something like that. Easy enough, right? And that's true, that doesn't make it easy. I don't want to hurt you, Lilith. Then aim for my head. I won't suffer if you nail me right in the brain. And I know that you're a good shot, so don't try and miss on purpose. I died from the gun last time, didn't I? To think it'd happen again. This was different than last time. Last time, Clyde chose to end his own life. This time it'd be up to me. I'd have to make the decision on whether or not to kill him. It would be an active choice. I gripped the gun in my hand and looked at Clyde, who nervously watched my every move. I didn't even aim the gun. I turned to Laura to see Laura aiming hers right at my head. I'm sorry, Devon. I don't want to hurt my sister again. I'm sure you don't want to hurt Clyde either. What are you doing? Don't point that thing at me. Our orders are to kill our partners, right? Well, if you're dead, you won't be able to complete yours, and then I'll be named the winner. And once that happens, it'll be over. I'll wish everyone back to life. Nah, that's not how things are gonna roll. If you want to shoot Devon for the fun of it, sure, but if you kill her, I'll just bring her back. Of course, you can't injure her to the point where she can't fulfill her order either, so do keep that in mind. Only way one of you wins is if the other person quits or fails to complete my order. Hold on. What happens if we both complete it? You said this was the finale, but we both just end up doing as you say and kill our partners, then what's next? Oh, I meant what I said. This is the finale. Complete the order, I'll just make you do it again. And 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 well, you get the point. Eventually you get tired of killing your partner, won't you? Maybe you'll get bored, maybe get tired, maybe you'll get haunted by their screams for mercy. Whichever comes first, I suppose. He would hold us hostage here, forcing us to kill our loved ones until we could do so no more. You hit the nail on the head, Laura. I mean, that's what this place is all about, anyway. It's a little death among friends and family, right? Or a lot of death. I'm sure that they'd understand. Well, you know the truth now. What are you gonna do? What's the point? People say that we'll all come back from this when we die. Just killing one another over and over again is just as pointless, isn't it? Wouldn't quitting just be the smart thing to do? If we all come back to life at the end of this, then we're just fighting for a wish. At this point, we're just deciding how much suffering we're willing to inflict on others in order to get our wishes granted. Basically it, right? Guess so. How much pain am I willing to put my sister through for my wish? How much am I willing to put Clyde through for mine? I'm sorry, Lilith. Please forgive me for this. Laura raised the gun and aimed it at Lilith's head. It's fine. It'll all be fine in the end, right? Just do what you have to do. By her words, she was tense and was gripping tightly to her chair as she prepared for Laura to pull the trigger. Laura whispered something under her breath before looking Lilith dead in the eye. and pulled the trigger. She quickly collapsed onto her knees, clutching her head as she tried to muffle the sobs escaping her mouth. Good job, Laura! 1 shot, 1 kill! Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, Devon, you're up next! Clyde anxiously stared at me as I weakly adjusted the grip on my gun. So, this is the second time that I'm gonna be shot today. Guess that'll be a new record, right? His nervous laughter didn't hide the creeping fear on his face. Before he was able to steal himself, prepare himself for his own death. Watching someone else take your life away, that couldn't have been easy. Clyde, should I even do this? I don't want to hurt you. Well, personally, I would not like to get shot and die again. As you said, we'd all come back to life if you won, right? One of you won, right? Well, I understand, yeah? Well, then does my death really matter? I'll be back at the end of all this. Guess it just depends on whether you think your wish is worth fighting for. Or worth killing me over and over again for. I wish I could answer that for you, but I can't. I don't know what you'd wish for. So I'll say that if you're gonna kill me, can you, like, make it quick at least? Don't remember all the pain from earlier. Would really not want to go through that again. I know. Alright, I have to make a decision. I don't want to give up. I feel like this is Devon's ending, but not Laura's, but still. I'm so damn far. To quit now would just make everything I've done pointless. At the same time, I don't want to make Clyde suffer. Even if he comes back after death, is he gonna remember me killing him? Am I gonna make him live through that torment? I have to do it. For the sake of my wish, I have to do it. My hands were shaking as I aimed the gun towards Clyde's head. Instant death. Make it so he doesn't suffer. I'm sorry. Pull the trigger. My hands and legs continued to shake even after the bullet was fired. Didn't hear a scream, a gasp, nothing. So I did it. Killed him. Great job, both of you! Amazing resilience, really. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's do it again. See how many times you can pull that trigger. Belle clapped her hands and both Clyde and Lilith jolted to life. They each gasped and breathed heavily in their seats as they inspected themselves. No wounds, no bullet holes, nothing would make you think they had just been shot seconds before. Apart from the stress and fear that was obviously haunting their faces. Welcome back to the land of the living, you two. Are you ready to die again? As many times as I have to. I'm fine. I can handle this. I can die twice. What's it matter if I die 3 times? Look at that bravado, that bravery, that boldness. With conviction like that, you have to kill him again. Let's go. Come on. Who will fire first? Laura painfully looked at her gun once more before raising it up. Again, Laura fired her gun, this time shaking her head as her hands balled up into fists. She paused as she let the gun hang by her side and then turned to me. Just give up. Please. None of us need to keep this competition up. What would you even wish for? What's the matter to you? We're killing our partners for a wish, Devon. I hope that whatever you're willing to kill Clyde for is worth it. I'm trying to save my daughter. Everything I do here, I do for them. It's the only reason that I'm here. I can save her life. I can withstand this torment. What about you? Do you have someone depending on you? How the hell am I supposed to argue against something like that? Not like I came here with an idea of getting a wish after all. I only came to help out Clyde. Do I have anyone depending on me? Oh gosh. Yeah, I do have someone depending on me. To be honest, I didn't really think that I'd get an opportunity to save them when I got here. The idea that I'd even make it this far was a fantasy. I thought that I was doomed to die. Now that I've made it this far, now that I have the possibility to survive, I want to save them. I can't relent. I'm not gonna give in easily, Laura. It's like you're trying to save your daughter. I have to save this person too. I took a deep breath and stared at Clyde. I handed the gun, steadied my hands. fired without another word. Again, Lilith and Clyde were lifeless in their chairs. Thus, about to be revived. Again. Oh, that's twice! That's twice that you've killed them! Do I see 3? Can we see 4? 16? Maybe even 256 times? Oh well, let's start small. One step at a time, one shot at a time. I clapped her hands once again, and the two jumped back to life. Even though each of our shots killed them instantly, they looked more haggard and pained than the last time before. Like we were shooting a piece of their soul off with each shot. Well then, go ahead! Kill them again! Go ahead, Laura. Do what you have to do. Laura said as she raised the gun up once more and prepared to fire her gun at Lilith. But before her finger could pull on the trigger, she hesitated and shook her head. What are you doing? Hurry up and kill me! No. No. Laura, you need to do this. You want to survive. You want your kids to be okay, don't you? I really do. But I don't want this to be easy. It should always be a hard choice every time. I don't want to become a monster. Monster? I'm afraid that you'll get used to it. I'll not lose myself to these sadistic games just to serve my own interests. I won't. Even if it costs me. I'll find another way. Seems that Laura is tapping out. But I'll give her a bit of time to decide that's what she really wants to do. So Devon, what about you? Are you gonna kill Clyde a 3rd time? You'll win if you manage to kill me, right? Then it'll all be over too. Yeah. As far as I can tell, might as well end it here. I know. Doesn't make it any easier. I looked down at the gun once more and slowly raised it up towards Clyde. You know, Clyde, you're always pushing me forward. Even after you died, your little voice telling me to keep at it, to always go forward. Never give up. Did you know that? Can't say that I did, honestly, but I always believed that you'd make it to the end. That's why I was so confidently able to give myself up for you back then, just like I am now. Wish I didn't have to suffer for it, but I'm happy to know that I might have helped you along somehow. But don't forget to give yourself credit. You're strong. I knew that you'd be able to get to tough it out to the end. So prove it to the world that they were wrong about you. You're a spectacular, one-of-a-kind girl. Let me try it again. You're a spectacular, one-of-a-kind gal. My head ached as the words echoed in my head. One of a kind. Why does it sound so familiar? Ah. A warm realization struck me. Though, I suppose I should have known a while back now. Thank you, Clyde. I appreciate your choice of words. There was only one thing left to do now. I would kill him. It's the only way to end things, isn't it? His death means the end of things. But he'll be back. Well, even in death, there is a way out. Until next time, Clyde. With my convictions affirmed, I raised the gun up one last time. And so this game has come to an end. Elle walked over towards Laura, who could only mournfully look at her as she approached. Dear Laura, you don't need to have such a distraught look on your face. How can I not? Either become a monster to get my wish, or let all my hard work to this point fade away. It is hard not to feel helpless. Everyone gets their chance, Laura. It's not as though everything you've done thus far is for naught. Every path, someone learns a lesson. You will get yours in time. Don't cry. Rest and stay. For there are still quite a number of trials to go. I placed a glowing white hand on Laura's chest and carefully laid her down as life escaped her. Hey, you keep your hands off her. Oh, right. I nearly forgot that you were still alive. Elle snapped her fingers and a white spark flashed from her hand before impacting Lilith. Ugh. Life in her eyes faded quickly as she slumped into her seat. Well, now we've taken care of that. Shall we be off? Belle dusted her hands off before waving a hand in the air. Where are we going now? Somewhere special. Belle pointed towards a blue door that had etched itself in the walls. have to make preparations, so I shall see in a moment. Until then. Belle vanished in a puff of blue smoke and left me in this dreary prison with 3 corpses. I sighed and walked towards the door, looking over the dead one last time before pressing onward. Hope this is all worth it in the end. Pushed on the door and was blinded by an array of white and blue lights. When my vision cleared, I felt different. Or rather, everything around me felt different. I was lying down, looking up at an open blue sky with white clouds passing by. Warm sunlight illuminating my skin, even the grass seemed to gently sway and move in a hypnotic pattern. It was not a sense of tranquility or peace. My first instinct was to curl up and fall asleep, as if I could just rest forever in this comforting grass. I was quickly shooed away as an all-too-familiar voice rang out through the air. Devon! Oh, Devon! Now's not the time to be sleeping! Come on over! My eyes deigned to flutter open, but nevertheless I slowly sat up and looked up at Belle, sitting at some kind of table on the hill. Don't be shy, I prepared some tea, even some snacks if you want them. I slowly got to my feet and walked over towards Belle, who motioned for me to take a seat across from her. Once I sat down, she began to pour an amber-colored tea into a cup in front of me before doing so for herself. Please indulge yourself, I've got plenty more where that came from. It's not gonna kill me, is it? No, but please! Do you really think I waste perfectly good tea to kill you? It's a treat! I mean to congratulate you for making it to the end! Please, I insist that you let it warm your soul. I said it better, but fine. I looked at the cup and slowly took a sip of the tea. It was amazing, delicious. Sweet like honey with a strong cinnamon flavor. I felt my entire body warming up as I drank it, as if the tea itself was coursing through my blood. Before I knew it, I had downed the entire cup within a few gulps. Look at you! It's as if you're a newborn babe suckling a bottle. Blech. Nearly spat out the tea from the comparison. Don't say that! Sorry, but you do seem to enjoy it so much. Well, Laura, I would be more than happy to pour you another cup. Yeah, give me another cup. As you say. Belle poured me another cup of tea before setting her teapot down and taking a sip of her own. So, what is this place? Oh, this is my happy place, or one of them, rather. A place where I can collect my thoughts, contemplate, and occasionally enjoy a drink. For you, it's a place of finality. Station where you can make a wish, and I, as the ruler of this realm, will make it a reality. This is where you grant wishes, then. It is, as I say, that if you want to sit a while and chat before we get to it, then you're free to. I see. And can you tell me, is it true that we're just going through cycles? That this isn't the first time that we've played through these games. Well, now we're at the end. There's no harm in telling you. You're correct, there are multiple cycles. I suspect that you figured out as much on your journey here. I see them. I can't remember any of them clearly. How many have we gone through at this point? 5 proper cycles if you include this one. Naturally, because I wipe your memories after each loop, you don't really remember them that well. But even that process isn't perfect enough. Have you ever been hit with a sense of deja vu? Since you've heard something, done something, or felt something before? A few times, yeah. Well, that tends to trigger something of a flashbulb memory. Sometimes it's small, like remembering a game or a moment in a game. Other times it can cause people to recall entire cycles of games, so not necessarily perfectly. That leads to interesting scenarios at times. I try my best to ensure no one knows about prior cycles until the end. You do that. Why? Simple! If you know you've already won a cycle, you stop trying to win, you stop trying to play. At a certain point, that's fine, but I intend nearly every game to be a fight for survival. You can't do that when you know it's pointless. When you know it's a pointless fight. So I'm bound to forget everything again, then, aren't I? When the time comes, yes. The cup was shaking in my hand as frustration and fury began to well up in my chest. I don't want to forget. Oh! All this pain, all this suffering, it sucked ass. But at least through it, I felt confident. Through it all, I felt confident in myself. I felt self-assured. Damn it, I don't want to go back to being my old pitiful self again. Not fair! If you have to get rid of my memories, fine, but at least let me keep this new part of me. My confidence, my assuredness, my determination. Why do I have to lose all of that? Shouldn't I at least get to keep that going forward? Otherwise, I'll just end up being a sniveling, dependent weakling. Perhaps, but it's not so it's lost forever. When the time comes, you'll remember everything. Every game, every cycle, every triumph, and every defeat. Who's to say you won't go through that this transformation multiple times? At the same time, you might crumble and suffer despair and defeats of unimaginable magnitude. You say that I'm going to remember it all when this is done. Yep. How you manage to deal with the conflicting growth and atrophy of your spirit is up to you. Still, we've got quite a number of cycles left to go before we get there. I won't worry about it that much. Hard not to worry when I know that I'll be suffering through this a few more times. Perhaps we made it this far. What's another round going to hurt? And now you've won your wish. You'll not have to worry about winning the finale unless you've got ulterior motives. I don't think you have to worry about that with me. Hope not. That stuff gets real boring and repetitive quickly. Anyway, we've jabbered on for a bit. I think it's time for the fun part. Let's grant some wishes. Yeah. Wait, just one last thing. What else would you like to know? Voices. You said those voices and supportive thoughts were our partners, right? Why does it work like that? Do you want us to be encouraged through the games? Oh yes, our little partner system. See, Devon, I'm no fool. I know that these games are trying on one spirit. If one spirit is bothered too much without a chance for recovery and reinforcement, it might crumble and collapse from the pressure of it all, accepting death without so much as a fight. The idea is that having a partner emboldens one's spirit, either out of duty to protect or to support. Though there are times when the partners aren't exactly a proper fit. Either way, they're meant to help you on your journey to the end. However, there are times in which your partner dies early, but death is not the end here, and likewise does not mean the end of their support. You share a strong bond, and you can hear their spirit giving you aid. Or perhaps if you die, you'll become a spirit and give guidance. Sometimes it's a literal voice. Other times it's simply a feeling, a silent guide, trying to lead you on the right path. Simple as that. It's meant to be a means to keep going when you don't have the strength, or need a little help here and there. Remember our times as spirits or whatever? Nope! That's like a different state of consciousness. Even when this is all over, you won't remember what you were like when you were dead. At least, not until you pass on in reality. But you probably don't have to worry about that for a long while. Assuming you live a long and fruitful life. Yeah, I understand. Great! Then let's get on to the business of wishes. Here's how it works. You either choose one of 4 wishes. You choose anyone you want dead. You can bring someone who's dead back to life. You can wish for someone to be granted immortality. Or you can wish to take it away from someone. Those are the wishes? They're not like unlimited or all-encompassing? Are you saying that these wishes aren't good enough for you? I didn't say that. I just thought that maybe you could wish for other things. Like what? Money, power, the ability to see into the future, or know the past. That's not what my game is about. I deal with the souls of the living and the dead, and thus my power extends to only that. Huh. Never figured that God's power would be so limited. I could grant other kinds of wishes, but that wouldn't mean that I'd end up getting involved in my siblings' domains, and frankly, I don't want to deal with their ire. Besides, I'm happy enough doing what I do. Life, death, mortality, and immortality. Make your choice. Everyone gets a wish, right? At least, if I understand how you're running these cycles. You got it! Everyone gets a wish sooner or later. In that case, no point in making a wish for someone else. Might as well wish for whatever I want. That's right! Well, I suppose there's really only one wish I'd be willing to make. Luckily, it falls under one of the wishes that you can grant. What are the odds of that? Belle coyly sipped her tea and eagerly waited for my answer. My brother, Drayden. Can I wish for him to be brought back to life? Well, I don't see why not. He is dead. You wish him to be brought back. And yet, there's a bit of hesitation in you. you second guessing your wish? Not so much second guessing as just thinking about what will happen. My brother's been dead for 4 years now. It'll be a shock to everyone that sees him again. I don't doubt that once they get over the shock that they'll cast me aside again and rush to get him up to speed and make him the darling child of the family again. My family will be happy to make me their worthless little backup plan. Not that they ever gave me any real support even when I was the only kid they had left anyway. That's certainly a possibility. Still, I'm not that desperate for attention that I keep my brother buried in the grave. Bring it back. We'll sort through the mess one way or another. My family cast me off again? Well, then screw them. I don't need them. Anything? I feel like Drayden's gonna need more help than me. I don't even know how you get back into society after being dead for 4 years. I'm sure my parents will help him out, but I'll do what I can to help him too. Such resolve! Well then, let's grant that wish now. Elton tapped the clover that was on the table. One of the leaves glowed a faint gold before fading back to its usual green. That's it? That's it! Not gonna lie. Kind of expect a little more, something, I don't know, flashy? You mortals and your grand expectations! Do you want me to have an ensemble of skeletons rising from their graves to sing and dance as your brother comes back to life? Honestly, that'd be pretty cool, yeah. The nerve! So, like, where's he gonna show up? It's gonna be at, like, at the meadow or something? Oh no, he's gonna be sleeping in his old bed at home. That seemed to be a good place to put him. Imagine your parents will be in for quite a shock. Drayden likely will be as well. With my dead brother in his old room at my parents' house, you don't think that maybe they're going to freak out? Well, that's not my problem now, is it? I'm sure that they'll scream and probably cry when they see him again. That's what you when you meet him in person once again. Yeah. The fatigue overcame me and I felt it hard to keep my eyes open. About that time now. That time? What? We're about to go through another cycle or something? That's right! Go on and rest, Devon. You've still got quite a long way to go until the end. Can't wait. Rest while you can, dear Devon. I didn't feel the heavy exhaustion take over me. I let out one final sigh before darkness enveloped me, cradled me in its quiet embrace. This was the end. All my fighting and troubles led me here. Well, at least it wasn't all bad. I got something out of all this. My brother. And myself. That was more than what I had going into this. Yay! We've got 4 endings! And chapter 5, Devon ending! Woo! A sullen soul who tried her best, but told she's always wrong. She couldn't find a place to be, a place she could belong. Recognition, pride, and glory were never part of her lifelong. Story. But the passion and desire were ever burning, locked away, but always yearning. With trial and torment, suffering and pain, she found her strength within this game. You have gone through a great change over these games, Devon. You've learned a multitude of lessons. I think you'll be all the better for it. Just you if you manage to hold on to them in the future. And so we begin again. Devon's special notes unlocked. Wait, what's this? Oh, hello there, dear reader. Don't mind me with a little wall breaking among friends. We are friends, aren't we? I see you've been busy. Congratulations on working so hard. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Are you enjoying the game thus far? Any people that you're rooting for? Someone you're smitten with? Someone you hope gets what they want? Any people you're rooting against? You hope suffer. Someone that you hope gets their desires twisted against them. Well, I certainly am enjoying myself either way. We're already a quarter of the way through. Still a number of trials to go. At the same time, are you intrigued? You see connections? Hints at things going on behind the scenes? Maybe it's still too early to tell, but maybe you'll notice a few things from here on out. Well, just enjoy the ride. I think that we'll be in for quite a fun treat at the end. I think there's just one thing I want to let you in on. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you win or where you win or what you win. But when you win. Is that too cryptic? Just forgive me. There's still a lot left to see. I don't want to spoil the fun. How about this? Have some questions ready for the next time we meet. Give us a little homework assignment. Next time we talk, I'm sure you'll be asking me to clarify a few details. Or maybe not. Still, it'll be fun to chat again. Until then, good luck and good fortune. Probably. Oh, and good fortune. Haha. So, I guess that's like the little like, hey, you hit 4 endings. So let's go to the flow chart. We're not starting from there. We're gonna go back to here. We choose what door we go into for the first game. Oh my god, we're gonna replay the first game. Finally, after all this time. Let's stick together. Clyde must decide who to join for the first game. Join Zeph and Casey in the first door, or Richard and Philip. Oh god, it's Richard and Philip for the other door. Wanna jump here? Yes. Let's jump to another time. Alright, so we're joining Richard and Philip this time. Let's go with Richard and Philip, and we will go with them next time. I assume this will... yeah. So, looks like we get 3 endings out of this way. So, after the first game, one is just whoop, right down. So, yeah. Anyway, we will do that next time. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. I have to go to another page. I don't know. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. Excuse me. Doing Belle's voice messes with my throat a little bit. Yeah. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. If you enjoyed it, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. I'll link for that in the description below, along with the links to me on social media. All support greatly helps keep being content like that. So yeah, I messed up the ending. Thank you again for watching. And until next time. God, I think Belle's voice really messes with me when I do it for too long. And until next time, this is Rhythm T signing out. Bye!